xXx, The Return of Xander Cage, is the third movie in the xXx film series. It is directed by DJ Caruso and stars, once again, Vin Diesel, Samuel L. Jackson, and also with a whole new cast of actors. And this is distributed by Paramount Pictures and Revolution Studios. It is not distributed by Columbia Pictures, but the plot of this movie is, after coming out of self-imposed exile, Daredevil operative Xander Cage, Vin Diesel, once again, must race against time to recover a sinister weapon known as the Pandora's Box. It is a device that controls every military satellite in the world, and recruiting a new group of thrill-seeking cohorts, Xander finds himself entangled in a deadly conspiracy that points to collusion at the highest levels of government. This is alternatively known as xXx Reactivated, but this is a fun movie. This is a fun movie. It's nice to see Vin Diesel back, and this is the first film produced by Revolution Studios in 10 years since The Legend of the Deep, and The Legend of the Deep was their last movie they produced. So now they're back on the scene, and so I have to say that this film is an amazing movie. This is a great movie. It is a cool movie, and just this movie is so well done. A really good, amazing music, and just wow. And just I do love all of the I do love the action in here. The action in this movie is pretty good. I think the action is probably very definitive, very cool, and I think it's really amazing. And just it is a great film, and just you get all this cool stuff, and just it's fun. You got Vin Diesel back as the character. Xander Cage. You got Samuel L. Jackson back as Augustus Gibbons. You also got, surprisingly, Ice Cube as Darius Stone, xXx. And you do get some new actors. You have Donnie Yen as Zion. He had some cool action sequences. Deepika Padukone as Serena. She's pretty beautiful. Kris Wu is also really good. You also got Ruby Rose, Toni Jaa, and Toni Collette. But you also have Nina Dobrev from The Vampire Diaries, which I still think is an overrated show, and that show ends in March. Thank you. I liked her in Let's Be Cops, and I liked her in The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Yes. To those out there who didn't know, Nina Dobrev, she was also in The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Now, the character was killed off, Vin Diesel's character, but in a sequel to explain his absence, but Vin Diesel announced that he would be returning. And they focus on extreme stunts as well as cool soundtrack and stuff. And just this film is pretty amazing. And most of this movie does feel like it's setting up for a sequel, but there are still some pretty cool things I like. And I am a fan of the first two, and the set pieces and the storyline I I like it, and yeah, this movie does have problems. Most of this movie, like I said, it does feel like it's just setting up for a sequel, and most of the stuff in this movie is just like pretty generic. But most of the other actors are kind of lame in the role, but this movie I still find to be very cool. She's a wit. Nina Dobrev, she was funny, but I was like, and there were some parts in the movie where she did get a little annoying, but the action is cool. The stunts are cool. Vin Diesel just riding a motorcycle through the water, and the wave comes. I'm like, whoa. And I'm not gonna spoil anything, but when you get to Ice Cube's little part, which they should not have shown in the trailers, you could have kept that as a surprise, and we would have known he was gonna be in the movie. But this is still a pretty decent film. I can watch this movie again. I think this film is fun. I think this film is badass. And I think this movie is pretty awesome. So yeah. So overall, I give xXx The Return of Xander Cage I'm gonna give this movie an epitastic. Let me know what you guys think about this film down below. Do you like it? Do you hate it? And I will see you guys later.